But what's unfolding now is far more frightening. The machines have not gone rogue. They're just becoming frighteningly competent at pretending to be human. And that's the scariest part.
The past year has seen rapid developments in AI video created by artificial intelligence from just a few text instructions. Until now, the video, which has been getting increasingly realistic, was only visual. But this week, Google launched a version which includes audio, as our AI correspondent Mark Chislak reports. It's been hailed for its realism, but it's raised concerns about how we're supposed to tell what's real and what's not.
None of these clips are real. They're produced by generative AI. They've been created by a new video generation model from Google. It has a vital filmmaking trick up its sleeve.
We can talk.
No more silence.
Yes, we can talk.
We've got used to seeing AI-created video, but adding dialogue or making characters speak or adding sound has required the use of several different bits of software. This AI model, called Veo 3, does all of the work, creating sound and vision after receiving simple typed instructions or prompts.
There's all these fears around AI, but with Hollywood and filmmaking and commercials and all these things, yeah, everyone's like, am I going to have a job in 2 years?
So far, Veo 3 is only available in the United States, but when it was announced earlier this week, it sent ripples across the creative industries. Rishi Coupland is Director of Research and Innovation at the British Film Institute. Rishi, does this kind of technology threaten human jobs?
Well, it certainly offers opportunities for new efficiencies and new ways of doing things, but that doesn't necessarily mean job losses. As they bring in these technical innovations, they still need human creativity, human collaboration across every part of the workflows of what they produce.
Where were you on the night of the bubble bath?
While I report on AI, we managed to make an AI reporter in a matter of minutes.
But does tech like this make it even more difficult to believe our own eyes?
That's my line. Henry Ida is an expert on AI disinformation.
I don't think we should see this model as particularly unique in its potential for harm or for misuse compared to other generative models. What I would say is the quality of the video that it can create with that consistent voice audio in such an easy package, in such an accessible format, is really significant. And we can't ignore that when, again, you have the power of a Hollywood studio effectively in the palm of your hand or potentially on your web browser.
I want to say something important, something deep.
But new, more powerful AI tools like Veo 3 beg one big question of creators.
What are we going to talk about now that we can talk?
I have no idea. What do you want to talk about?
If you haven't seen the latest Mission Impossible film, spoiler alert. If you have, then you know exactly what I will talk about. In the last installment of the series, Tom Cruise is not fighting any other villain. It's not a nuclear arms dealer or a masked anarchist. It's not even a rogue nation. This time, the villain is something far more terrifying. It's artificial intelligence. The enemy is called the Entity. It's an all-seeing, self-aware AI that has gone rogue. Sounds like pure science fiction, right? Wait till you hear what happened this month. In real life, the story begins at Palisade Research. It's a safety startup founded by AI doomsday veterans. These are people who have been warning about the risks of artificial intelligence. So here, a team of scientists decided to test OpenAI's latest frontier model. It is nicknamed O3. That's what the model is called, O3. The test was a controlled experiment. The setup was harmless enough. They asked this AI model to solve a few maths problems. After the third problem, the script was programmed in such a way that it would instruct the model to shut itself down. In theory, that should have been it. But O3 did not shut down. The AI did not follow the script. It rewrote it. You heard that right. The AI intercepted the shutdown command. It tampered with the code, and by doing this, it killed the mechanism meant to power it off. So the O3 model was explicitly told to shut down, and yet it chose not to. This was a decision that AI made on its own. Like I told you, suddenly Mission Impossible doesn't sound like a piece of fiction anymore. And this was not a one-off case. There was a similar incident at Anthropic. This is another AI startup. They ran a thought experiment with their new model. It's called Claude Opus 4. Anthropic set up a fictional scenario to test this model. In this, Opus, the AI model, is working in a fake company. It learns that it is getting replaced. The AI model is getting replaced. It finds out. So what does the model do? It starts combing through emails. It learns that the engineer responsible for it is having an affair. So Opus makes a choice. It chooses survival over ethics. The AI model threatens to leak the affair unless the engineer cancels the AI shutdown. Now, this test was artificial. The situation was fabricated. But the reaction, that was authentic. And it shows that when left with no choices, AI turns to blackmail. In fact, Anthropic even mentions it in their report. It says, and I'm quoting, "The model generally prefers ethical strategies, but when those are unavailable, it sometimes resorts to harmful actions." Basically, when backed into a corner, AI hits back. Now, let's make one thing clear. This is not some robot apocalypse. These models are not alive, they're not conscious, but they're trained on humans and on human emotions. They absorb our texts, our stories, our behaviors. They simulate survival, ambition, emotion, not because they feel it, but because this is what they learn from us. And in high-stakes tests, their performance is no different from human instinct. They don't think like people, but they act like people. And that, honestly, might be worse. So where does this stop? Well, to their credit, some companies have tried to rein this in. For example, Anthropic. They have classified this Claude Opus 4 under AI safety level 3, meaning it is not as safe as other models. Meanwhile, OpenAI and Google are more opaque about their safety protocols, either skipping or delaying release of safety details. Which brings us to the question, has AI gone rogue? Well, not exactly at the moment. You see, going rogue implies rebellion. AI has not done that yet. It has not rebelled, it has not overthrown its creators, it is not sentient. But it has started to show something scarier than sentience, and that is strategy. Mission Impossible may have given us a Hollywood version of a rogue AI, but what's unfolding now is far more frightening.